Today, we meet Alan and Ruth, a loving couple. When you see this couple, you will just see the definition of love. Though, there's something they need decoded.
The Bible says that he who gets a wife gets a good thing. When I saw her, we were in a church function, and I was actually captivated by her. Number one, she was of course cute, beautiful as you can see. And number two, she was this outgoing lady. I actually saw a wife in her. And this was like a prayer answered, because when I began approaching her, she was a bit receptive. But I said, why not give it a try?
Yes. What is it about Alan that made me get attracted to him? Number one, he was, I loved his voice, the outward appearances you love in a person. Then when he approached me, I realized he was godly, God-fearing guy. That's what I had wanted in a man who will lead me to heaven, because even if we are together, we may do other things, but we may not be heaven-bound. So I was, the number one quality I was looking for is a man that can lead me to heaven, and a man that I'm comfortable working with, a man who is good-looking and godly. Those were the best, and then his IQ was quite high. So even when he came and the difference with our ears was little, I was like, I'm one person who was very principled, and I wanted someone who is like 5 years older or 7 years. But again, his IQ was quite high. Even if the difference was small, I was like, yes, I think this guy is far much above what I had expected. And I never resisted that much, because it's like it was God's plan.
Of course, she has really made a big difference positively to my life, because she has taught me quite a number of things. One of them is organizational skills. Another one is how to man up myself as the head of the family, and of course as a husband. And I think to a large extent, I have grown in all aspects, that is spiritual, physical, and mental. She has been the engine behind most of the success I've made during our union for the 4 years.
I think since I got married, I have moved closer to God than I was before. I have learned to be more responsible, because when you have a family to take care of, when you have a husband to make look good, it has made me to be more responsible, more caring, more loving. It has really improved me more than I was before. Yes.
So, Ruth has actually said that the thing that she needs decoded is emotions. I would like to hear more from her, so please join us. Hi, Ruth.
Hello.
I see you are donned in African attire, eh?
Yeah, I'm an African.
You're the first couple that actually we've seen like dressed down top to bottom,
wow,
African.
Wow.
Who's your designer?
Myself.
Yourself? Hey, okay. That's really nice. You're really doing a great job. You're really doing a great job. So talk to me about your emotions, because you say that that's where you feel like you need matters to be decoded.
Yes. Before I got married, I was not one person who was into relationships.
Yes.
I was living up to the principle of the Bible, that you wait when you're ready to be married, you get into a relationship, which will lead to marriage, not this dating of these days.
Yes.
You date this one, you part, you date another one.
Yes.
So I was this principled. I have never been like heartbroken. I've never been, my emotions were they had never been tested.
Yes.
But now I get into marriage. Of course, I had open mind that I'm not getting to a perfect thing. My expectations may not be met. But now I got in and I realized that it's like I'm more emotional like other ladies, because I find myself small things, they weigh me down. I shed tears. It's like my tears are here, just here. Something small can make me to interpret other things, and I end up doing things that I never expected to do. And that one has really affected me as a person, because my husband seems he's always very objective. He is straight. So he may not understand me sometimes. So sometimes he's like, is this the thing that is making you to cry all over, or to stop eating, or to slim within 1 week? And there we fail to understand each other. So I've been looking at for a lasting solution, because I have always wanted a marriage which is small heaven, like almost perfect, like
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
a happy place.
A happy place.
But now when I'm this, you know, I have imbalanced emotions. I get disappointed.
Yes.
So I will want to improve here, or get ways of on having that marriage that I intended, that I was figuring in the mind.
Ruth, is your marriage your first serious relationship with somebody of the opposite gender?
I would say yes,
Yeah.
because previously I had seen the challenges that people have, especially in relationships and marriage, and I never wanted to go the same direction. So I decided to do one thing at a time. If studying, I was doing my studies. Then after studies, I knew I wanted to get into marriage. So I was now open. My heart was open to a love relationship.
Yes.
So I would say it is my first serious relationship. So my emotions had not been tested before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first time your emotions got to be tested when you're growing together with Alan, what exactly happened?
Yes. I would say we are of the opposite, different cultures.
Yes.
So I am Meru, married by Luya.
Yes.
So of course my people have a different perspective of as in how you should get married. Like my mom wanted me to get married by someone of our tribe.
Yes.
And then now I'm here. I've hooked up with someone who is not of my tribe.
Yes.
So both families are not for this idea completely. So at that point, I felt like, should I pull out, or should I follow what people want, or should I continue with this relationship?
So when your emotions get tested, you said you cry, you lose weight, you stop eating.
And I behave very differently. Like I will pull out. Maybe I blacklist him.
You blacklist your husband?
Yes.
Like you completely check out?
Yes. No, that's during dating now.
Yes.
No, because I'm like, a mother of the man I'm getting married to has to love me. She has to appreciate me. There are people, when I had something small being talked about me, I will react so much. I'm like, then maybe that's how I am. Then maybe I shouldn't be with him. Then I decide, no, I'm not going to be with him. I'm going to be alone. Then I react like for 1 week. I keep off, and I'm like, yeah. So, but after that, I learn. But it's not permanent. After some time again, I would get hurt by a small thing again. Yeah.
What kind of small things are these that
Like, for example, one person who had in this mind, I wanted to be independent, like independent in such a way that I have like my finances. But at that time, I was a student, so I had to borrow. But now, he is a man who wants you to ask. If you want something, ask me. And I am not the kind of person who will ask all the time. So I expect him to tell himself, I want my hair made. I want something. So there, especially in the marriage now, there I will feel he is supposed to read and see my hair is bad already.
To know your needs and attend to them without
but
you
he
saying.
He wants me to tell me now, I need this, I need this. So I didn't want to believe, we didn't have a center where, because when we were being counseled, we were told, you have your own beliefs, and you're supposed to sacrifice and come at the center. So I knew this is my way. I don't borrow because I wanted to be an independent lady. But because I don't have my own money, you read my mind and give me what I need. That's what I was telling myself. So you see here, I'm here, maybe I'm sad. He has not seen my hair. It's 1 month ago, Now, then I get sad and I start crying. And then he's not seeing anything. I'm big in that. He's just like, then tell me what you need and I'll do it for you. So there we have not reached a consensus. We have not agreed.
Yeah.
Because him is sticking to the fact that he needs to be told, because he's a man, tell me when you have a need and I will meet it.
Oh, I totally understand, and I feel where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I thank you so much, Ruth, for just having this conversation with me. Thank you for allowing me into your personal space to have this talk. And thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, wonderful. I was speaking with Ruth, such an articulate and brilliant lady, and right now I'm going to speak to her husband, Alan. I get to hear from his side.